So I'm headed to meet up at a buddy's house. We're going to do a two-gun competition today over in the People's Republic of Illinois. Some good freedom-loving dudes over there still, no matter what Chicago says. But ought to be a really good time. I've never done a two-gun or a three-gun, anything besides, little bowling pin shoots and stuff. So it ought to be a lot of fun. We'll see how it goes. Hello and welcome back to my channel, guys. This is The Dangerous Farmer, and today I'm going to be sharing my experience and thoughts on the first two-gun match I've ever done. I hope you'll stick around and enjoy as I show all the goofy mistakes I made and share several things I learned along the way. After I met up with my buddy Caleb and got my kit loaded up in his truck, we were back on the road for the short hop over to the PRI. We hadn't been to this match or property before, and it was a good drive out into the sticks. Once we arrived, we got our gear out and made our way to the table where everyone was hanging out and got ourselves registered. We had several minutes to talk to the guys, ask some questions to kind of feel out the lay of things, and was able to get a quick look at the different stages. Once the rules and safety briefing was over, soon enough it was time to shoot. A few guys shot, and then Caleb was up.
All right, shooter ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
First stage was to clear this shoot house. Pistol and rifle had to be held at high port to eliminate sweeping or flagging anyone. That was something I hadn't practiced much because I'm usually training alone and haven't been in that sort of environment before. Makes a lot of sense here though. It was an automatic DQ if anyone shot through the walls, so we had to be sure of our backstops. Now, obviously, we were just going for speed here, and there was no consideration given to the principles of proper room clearing. Once the shoot house was cleared, we ran to the stand where the rifles were staged. After that, there were 4 more stages going through the hills and hollers of Illinois backcountry. That becomes important a few stages later.
Sure, another one, right?
I see there.
Oh, I see. I got you.
Brown targets were rifle, white targets were pistol. At each stage, there were 4 rifle targets to find and shoot. All targets were 1 to the torso, 1 to the head. In between stages, there would be pistol targets, and we had to practice transitions from primary to pistol. That kept things interesting as we ran from stage to stage. A large part of our scores was determined by how fast we could get to the next stage.
Need more cardio, man. Whew.
Something that wasn't quite obvious to me as I filmed Caleb's run, but became immediately apparent once my first run started, was the vast need for better cardio. Those Illinois hills and hollers made this match much more realistic than a simple flat range, and was a great reminder to keep slaying the old dad bod.
Just one more slice. You see it? $3.59. That's a minute and a half better.
Shortly after Caleb's run, it was time for my great awakening and several lessons to be learned. I'm only going to show the mistakes from my first run. I learned a ton on the first one and improved a ton on the second. So here right off the bat are a few mistakes in the shoot house. Number one, I ran past the first of several targets that I would bypass and have to come back for later. Number two, I knew I had to keep the gun at high port, but since I hadn't trained it, I kept reholstering. That was unnecessary and slow. Everything, and I mean everything, went out the window once the clock started. It's amazing to me how badly everything falls apart once the clock starts. That is the great reason to train under the improvised stress of a clock. It helps you learn to keep your stuff together.
Dude, that muzzle brake is nasty.
It adds a level of depth to your training that you don't get just standing still on the flat range shooting paper targets untimed. So coming up right here at this stage, that stage, the one I almost ran past, is where the really dumb mistakes start happening.
Remember your high port?
I was supposed to chop from back there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it turns out I missed the part of the instructions where each stage has 4 targets.
Hey, did you get this one, Austin, right here?
So all that back and forth nonsense destroyed my time and any idea I had that, oh snap, I just fell. Glad I didn't negligently discharge. Yeah, destroyed any thought that I had that I was going to come out here and just slay. That didn't happen.
Shooter ready? Yep. Go.
So I don't know really what changed, but on the second run, it just seemed like I was in a different headspace. Kept my thoughts together, stuck to the plan, was able to execute much better. Almost reholstered there, but kept it at high port. Definitely not no Shane Coley or JJ Ricasa, but was certainly an improvement on the first run. I'll take little wins. Another thing I learned was until the dad bod's gone, wear a bigger shirt. So I'm in this second run, coming up to this second stage, with the knowledge now that, hey, there's 4 targets at each station. So this pistol target coming up, the guy that runs this match, done a good job hiding things. It was hid behind that tree, and if you weren't paying attention, you would run right past it like I did in my first run. Going up this hill to the next stage really sucked and let you know that, hey buddy, you're out of shape, and if you're going to do this stuff, you might want to keep working on things. Good eye-opener. So after this third stage, I knew everything was downhill from here, and I really tried to push myself to get down that hill as fast as possible and keep my time relatively decent. So after this 4th rifle stage, the last thing was to run as close as you wanted to the pistol target, and the clock ended on your second shot.
3:16. Good job.
A lot more presence of mind that time.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how the hits turned out on this, but let's see, I was trying to do a little bit of holdover to account for the height over bore. So we'll see.
Nice run. Very clean.
Thanks, sir.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. If you didn't learn anything, I just wanted to show you some things I learned with the whole 2-gun match, and just wanted to encourage you guys, if you're not doing that stuff, it just adds a whole new level to your training that you ain't going to get shooting at stationary targets, being stationary on the flat range. Another thing I want to encourage you guys to do is, and what was an awakening to me was, though I may be a decent shooter on the flat range, when the stress of the shot clock comes in, when the stress of a lack in my fitness starts to play a role, things completely change. And I just wanted to encourage you guys to get outside and shoot, move, go for walks, go for runs, get out and ride your bike, get out in the woods, because it doesn't matter how well you can shoot if you can't run up and down a hill. It doesn't matter how well you can shoot if you can't climb a wall, that sort of thing. Get out and work on your functional fitness and improvise shooting into that, and do both. That's what I've been trying to do here lately, and hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.